What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to another reaction video. Like the title says, in this one we're gonna be reacting to AESPA's Black Mamba dance practice, and it was one of the dance practices that won my poll I think 2 weeks ago with Kai's. So since it won, it was in the top 2, I'm gonna do this dance practice reaction right here. I'm also looking forward to this dance practice. As always, I'm always looking forward to dance practices because I'm always curious on how the whole dance is gonna look like. Most of the time I already saw some snippets of it because of music videos and my music video reactions, which by the way I also did on AESPA's Black Mamba. So if you guys are interested, you can find it in the info box up ahead. I think without further ado, we're just gonna jump right into this reaction of their first dance practice. And after that, I'm gonna do a little bit of a first impression after watching the dance practice the first time. And then after that, we're gonna have a little bit of a dance analysis. So I think without further ado, we're just gonna go ahead and jump right into this dance practice. Ooh. Okay, okay. Ooh. Love the accents right there. Is Karina the tallest one in the group? Hey. Let's go. Hey. Mamba. Boom. Boom. Yeah, the two. That part, of course, I know it's point choreography. Breaking their backs, dropping to the ground. Let's go. And it's so addictive. Just so you know, every time you listen to the song, you have to do it. It's genius. Ooh, okay, okay, that switch up. Let's go, Giselle. Hey, hey. Ooh, did they change it? I think they changed it. Before they had those small steps, so they really changed that part. I understand why. I even had to laugh a little bit at that part. Buddha Mamba, boom, boom, boom. This is the Mamba. Not because they executed it badly, just because it was so kind of out of place a little bit to that really heavy girl crush song, if you know what I mean. Ay, 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 ay. Hey. Ay, 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 ay. Ooh. Nice little big movement from Winter right there. Let's go, Ning Ning. Ooh, ooh. The hand gestures. Okay, Karina. Okay. With a mamba. With a mamba. Boom, boom, boom. Whoa, whoa. Boom. Dun, 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 mamba. Ooh, whoa, whoa. We saw. Ay, 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 ay. Ooh. Nice little turn right there. Okay, okay, okay. So this was AESPA's Black Mamba dance practice, and as expected, again, a really strong rookie group in dancing. Like, I think it's now basically a ground term that you have to meet as a new group to be amazing in dancing already. The level that the rookie groups are coming out with their dancing, even pre-rookie groups, like I saw already some stuff, like for example, your stance cover or other pre-rookie groups that aren't even debuted yet, that are just already so high on dancing. Their dance level is just already so high. And it was the same here with AESPA 2 again. Just already the point choreography with the drop up milk and then swing it back down is just What do they eat, man? For real. For real. Again, really amazing executions in there, really amazing switch arounds with the formations and the dancers too. Really like that a lot. I really love kind of their hand gestures, especially Karina. She really, really goes out there. Of course, she's the main dancer, so she really has some really beautiful lines and finished movements. So that really stuck out to me a lot. Also, Winter had one thing where she really had a really nice bigness of her movements and milkiness of her movements. So I really, really love that. The second point choreography next to the drop, that ay is just genius as hell. It's just stuck in your head. Every single time I listen to the song, I'm also doing that because it's so out there, kind of catchy, that you just have to do it when you listen to the song. So it's the perfect combination of that. So yeah, I think without further ado, we're just gonna go ahead and jump right into the dance analysis of AESPA's Black Mamba. Ooh. Really strong stage presence and character already. Just the way they walk to the front in the beginning is actually a technique on its own to not make it look too out there-ish, if you know what I mean. Like, there is a way how you have to walk to make it look that cool, sexy, and just confident, if you know what I mean. It's like, it's actually not that easy as it seems, because you have to put a lot of yourself into it, a lot of you just out there, because it's just basically walking. So your presence is on the forefront. You can't mask it with anything else. So it's actually not as easy as you think to walk to the front like that and not make it look cringy in a way, if you know what I mean. And 1, 2, 3, and nice little stop that she had right there. Really loved that, how she goes then into the move afterwards, Karina. Boom, boom, tack, tum, tum. Oof. That little snap and then milk it down. Nice. Just already, again, how Karina starts it off. Her snappiness. Ooh, okay. And boom. How she also uses her head for that. Again, that line, I don't know who was in the back. I think it's Giselle who was in the back. Those like perfect two lines and her in the back that they had, amazing, really beautiful, really, the tension is there till their fingertips. And oh, there it is. I kind of missed it in my first reactions. I just saw now. I thought they took it out because I kind of feel like that sequence is kind of out there, kind of not really fitting. The first time when I saw it, it was in the music video reaction, and I actually laughed. Not because they looked bad or they did it bad. It's just the concept itself was funny to me. The little feet movement and then the switches, it's just, there's, I don't know, there's, I think, a really famous skit somewhere from, I don't know which comedians, that did kind of that when they made fun of, like, I think robotic dancing or something like that. So it kind of, that flashed in my mind, and now too it's just like, it's just kind of not fitting a little bit. But that's, of course, like, it's not their fault. They executed it really amazingly. Really nice lines again, really beautiful hands, no duck hands, really beautiful straight hands that they use, nice stops that they use, nice time stops. And of course, it's kind of like doing this, walking like that, and then switching your arms or head position like that. So it's not as easy as it looks, but it's just the concept of it, the idea of it is kind of a little funny to me. But it's actually a really cool movement up there that they do with their hands, and it's just possible because they all make really beautiful lines. So nice little accent right there, Ning Ning. Hey. Ooh, that was snappy. That was real nice. That was, I think, even synchronized as hell, that little movement. Okay, yeah, Ning Ning and Karina just carried that move. Those two, it's perfect that those two are in the front with that move. They really have a nice bigness and snappiness. Ooh. Okay. I have kind of a feeling that Winter is a really flowy person when she naturally dances. Like, just already the sequence right now. I don't know them yet that good to really know what their personal strengths are in dancing, but just already from this little sequence right before the chorus from Winter, she gives me the feeling of being really flowy and really wavy naturally. Like, she kind of doesn't have the strength, for example, in the beginning, but then as soon as that waviness has to come through, she's really, really good in it, really amazing in it. Right, this one, the way she can let it flow through really feels really natural. Boom. Ba, 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 da, ba, 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 ba. Ooh, ah. Ay, 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 ay. Ooh. Ooh. Really, really snappy again. The snappiness is really Karina's strength. Like, goddamn, girl. The drop, basically just letting yourself drop, but catching yourself at the right moment to not just look like a sack of potatoes. So you really have to kind of let loose and then catch yourself, milk it at the end a little bit to also not injure yourself when you do it. It really goes into your thighs, especially the thigh that you land on that has the most weight on. Just make sure that you stretch a lot that thigh and those muscles when you do this move right here, just to not then at the other day can't walk anymore or something like that. So yeah, boom. You really see how they don't feel like a sack of potatoes, falling to the ground, but there's a looseness in there, the way they just go down, and then at the end they tense their core muscles to then have a little bit of a to bounce a little bit back. You see a little bit of a bounce when they do it, to then also not injure themselves and also, not look like a sack of potatoes. Boom. And then you have the nice little hair flip that they do, the hair choreography that they have right here, with a little bit of a milk and then snapping into the next move. So it has a nice little textural changes in there in that little point choreography right here. Boom, zack, boom, zack. Right? So it's like a boom, ta, a little snap for the head, then you milk it, boom, ta, a snap out again that they do. So really, really cool. Again, milk and then going into a snappy one. That's really the thing that stood out to me a lot in this choreography. They have a lot of milk snap in, which is really, really cool. It's always an amazing mixture. And ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. There I have to really say big props to Ning Ning and Giselle that their hair isn't in their face all the time while they do that, because they go in with their whole body, with their whole face and head, and the hair swings back and forth, and you can see that there's also big control of their hair behind there, that they exactly know how to use their hair and how to control that, which is a science on their own basically. Also, again, Karina's snap at the end of that ay 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 zack is just damn. That hey, boom. The way she also has that natural face doing that really, really hard move, hard execution, that really strong execution, powerful execution, that's the word that I was searching for, is just chilling. Basically, it kind of makes me a little scared. Like, doom, doom. Like, oh yeah, that was nothing. It was hella powerful, but I can go even stronger. Like, that's what she gave me with that. Interesting transition. Not my favorite, but that's preferences. Love how they just used Karina for that one accent on the drum. Boom, and then she walks back. I just saw that now. But hey, yeah. Accented when Giselle is going down. And I, for example, now to put it to the first time they did that switch around that movement with the formation, I like this one a lot better. It fits a lot more into the whole choreography, if you know what I mean. It doesn't feel that out of place. Like they still do that kind of thing, those, how do you call that, multitasking basically, which isn't really easy, but they do it in a way that fits into the whole of choreography and doesn't really feels like you get jabbed in the back or base, something like that. Now that was way too hard, but it fits a lot more, and they're walking slowly while this time the arms are basically a little faster with their time stops and isolations that they do, and kind of a little bit of a totting feeling that they have right there. So I like that sequence a lot more than when the first time they did that, just already from the switch of how they are walking. So you see that some little things make a huge difference. But then again, it's preference, you know. There's probably going to be people that like the first sequence better than the second sequence, but it's just my personal preference that I feel like the first sequence is a little bit out of place to the whole choreography. Also nice, really nice lines, really finished movements, really synchronized. Also just already doom, and then out there, really beautiful pictures that they create right there. And then that accent right there. Nice. Nice. Put a mamba. Mamba. Oh, wow. Nice little extended leg right there. Really nice and straight. Not really just doing half the rent. Basically, they really go into that. Also, just now, the way they're going up basically the same. So synchronicity is really, really nice too. Oh, that's freaking fast, that move right there. Yo. Mama. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. I love how Winter gives a little bit of an extra movement. She really goes a little bit more up to go down. It just gives a little bit of an edge to the whole part or whole sequence of that milk right there. I really like that. She really puts a little bit of a snap in there. She goes first with her head and snaps it then down into that little wave, little milking part, little peanut butter part that they have right here. But she has that little accent before that, which just elevates it a little bit more. And again, we're back in that a little bit more of a wavy feeling, which she just feels really natural in. Like, look at that hip movement that she had right there. That's like totally in her world. Really nice hip movement. Really nice isolation of the hip too. Also, like here, you see how curved her body is against her other teammates. I really do believe now she wavy and flowy type of moves are totally in her lane. She really has a flexible like back probably too. Ooh, and then that little hit at the end that she does, a little accent again, a little bit of textural change after it. Ooh. Was Karina just a little bit late in that one? Hold up. Or was it a thing? I think not. I think it's a ripple, but I'm not so sure. Oh yeah, it's a ripple. They go, Winter goes first and then the other three follow basically. So she wasn't late, but like for a second I was like, wait. But of course Karina isn't late. She's amazing. I don't know why I thought, but hey, really nice stops, really nice staccato stops and time stops basically that they do right here after a nice little milk from Winter right there. With again some accents in there, you know, to spice it up a little bit basically. Like hit throughs most of the time that they did. Ooh, hey, there was a little hit right there, especially from Karina. I was like, okay, a little bit hit to the front that they just used to accent that hey a little bit more. Ooh, really little snappy. I see you. But a mamba, boom, boom, boom. Nice hair choreography again. Boom, dum, 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 but a mamba. Ooh, that isolation, Karina. I'm sorry. I just realized that now. Ooh, she can really she really lets go. She has a nice jazz. Probably she took a lot of jazz too, because that's like a really execution that you especially learn and work on in jazz is the release from the back down, which she puts then a little accent with a little hit through to then make it that cool. At first she has that little hip, or they have that little hip isolation, and then do that wave up and then release. And the way Karina kind of really isolates each individual movement of her body in that moment is really, really nice. Really liked it. The way she then has that accent right there and release too, really, really beautiful. And then right going into a bigger linear movement right there after that little small execution part gives again a nice little wave, a nice little change up of the choreography. We saw nice little turn right there. Put him on. Nice ripple, of course, too. At the turn, zack. I would call that's like a typical stage turn. A lot of background dancers in concerts use that turn. If you watch them closely, if they have in a choreography a turn, it's mostly that step around out basically turn. Most of that they jump also out. So I kind of call it a little bit of a stage turn that they do right there, which beautifully executed, really sharp. They're like, hey, it's so typical, man. It's a basic that every dancers at least should be able to do next to a few normal turns. That's like just the basic that you have to be able to do. But they do it amazingly. Again, nice ripple and ending again with a really beautiful line right there. This was my little reaction to AESPA's Black Mamba dance practice, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys thought of AESPA's Black Mamba dance practice. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Be safe and don't forget to subscribe, like, and I'm gonna see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Drowning out our sorrows, holy water, lost at sea. Stacking all this baller, I might cop a suburb.